Hi, this is Sydney Craig-Hart of SmartSimpleMarketing.com, and I'd like to welcome you to this video training. If you're new to the Smart Simple Marketing community, let me quickly get you up to speed. Smart Simple Marketing is about three things. One, it's about choosing marketing strategies that make sense for your business, your voice, and your ideal clients. That's the smart part. Two, it's about easy to implement step-by-step instructions that don't leave you to figure out the details. That keeps things simple. And number three, it's about consistently sharing your solutions with the people who are already looking for them. That's where the marketing comes in. I'm well known for helping my clients to achieve their goals and get results without feeling overwhelmed. So I invite you to learn more about my proven strategies and pick up your free marketing tools at www.smartsimplemarketing.com. Today's episode is a networking strategy that is guaranteed to make you money. I want to ask you, how many times have you attended a networking event, had a number of great conversations with people that you met there, collected a number of business cards, and never followed up? I paused because I wanted you to take a moment to think about that. And the answer is probably more times than you'd care to admit. So here's the bad news, which you likely already know. You have likely missed out on a number of key revenue-generating opportunities that could lead to more visibility and more success for your business. But here's the good news. You can turn that around by making a decision today to implementing a system that will allow you to follow up on all of the leads that express an interest in your business so that you don't miss out on any more opportunities in the future. And to do so, all you need to do is follow my simple step-by-step system for effective follow-up and prospect conversion. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to the steps that I'm about to share with you, because this is a system that I have personally been using for the last 7 years that allows me to generate revenue from each and every networking opportunity that I have ever done. Now, that doesn't mean that I walk out with checks in hand, but that does mean that in a time period shortly thereafter, a networking event, and sometimes not so short. I've actually gotten clients from networking a year or two after I met the person. But if you do this follow-up, you are guaranteed to generate revenue from the networking that you do. So get your pen and paper handy, and I want you to write these tips down. Step number one, when you register to attend the event, the conference, the seminar, whatever it is, of course you're going to add the appointment to your calendar so you can prepare for it. What you want to do is also add an appointment the following day for 1 hour where you are going to actually follow up with the people you met the day before. Now, that follow-up might mean that you're sending an email. You might be placing a follow-up call to schedule an appointment. You might even be writing a handwritten note, which people don't do anymore but is highly effective. Whatever it is you promised to do when you met Jane or Jim or Sam or whoever you met yesterday, you want to have time already scheduled when you get back to your office to do the follow-up that you need to do. This is critical because this means that you are not any longer going to leave your follow-up to chance, which means you don't have this stack of cards that sits on your desk and starts collecting dust while you feel ever more guilty because you haven't followed up with those people. So instead, you're going to allow for a specific block of time to address this very critical marketing task of following up, because that's where the magic really happens, and that's where you generate revenue, is in the follow-up. You may have heard that saying actually before, that the fortune is in the follow-up, and that is so true. Now, if you happen to go to those types of events where it's 2 days or 3 days or even 4 days, these mammoth seminars, I want to recommend that you block out 1 hour for each day of the event that you're going to. So, for example, if you go to a 3-day event, you want to block out at least 3 hours of follow-up, and you want to do it the next day after you return to your desk, because these individuals are still fresh and top of mind. They remember the conversations they had with you. You remember what you promised, and it's good to strike while the iron is hot. Step number 2. Before you attend the event, you want to create a system for yourself so you know how to follow up with each client. So you can do this however you want. Maybe you use 1, 2, 3, 4, and you create a system about what each of those numbers means. Maybe you use A, B, C, D. Maybe you use X's and O's for warm leads and hot leads. You can do whatever you want. The point is to create a system that's easy for you to remember and easy for you to categorize the business cards that you receive, because this is going to make your follow-up a heck of a lot easier. You don't want to be going through a stack of 25 cards trying to remember what you promised each person. But if you create this system beforehand, you're going to be able to quickly just jot down something on the card that's going to trigger exactly what it is you need to do when you get home. Step number 3. You're at the event, you're meeting people, you're mingling, you're laughing, you're talking, you're having great conversations, and of course, no conversation lasts forever. So when that conversation wraps up, before you start talking to a new person, step to the side for a moment and jot down a quick note about the person, anything notable about the conversation that they mentioned, and if there's any very specific follow-up that you need to do, you want to jot that down too. Again, do it while it's fresh and top of mind, and this is going to make your follow-up so much easier and so much more effective. Step number 4, be proactive. If while you're at the event you meet someone that you really want to connect with ASAP, don't initiate this game of phone or email tag. Be proactive and schedule an appointment right there on the spot, because why wait? Many of us carry our calendar around in our smartphone, or even if we have a handwritten calendar, we often carry that with us in our pocket or our purse. So go ahead and schedule up the follow-up session right there on the spot, ideally for when you both get back to the office, again while the conversation is top of mind. This is going to save you a tremendous amount of time and effort. I know you have had the experience of playing tag with somebody and having 25 emails about scheduling a 30-minute call, which is a huge, huge waste of time. So you can avoid doing that if you take advantage of the opportunity while you're there face-to-face and just schedule an appointment with them. Step number 5, you're back home, you've enjoyed the event, you had a great time, and you're super excited about all of these new leads that you have in front of you. So when you get home, whether you get home at midnight or whether you get home at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you're not likely to jump right back into work. You probably want to say hi to your family and have some dinner and read your mail, but go and put that stack of cards right front and center on your desk. Take them out of your wallet, your purse, your bag, wherever they are. Put them right in the middle of your desk, so when you sit down the next day, that's the first thing that you do. Because remember, we've already scheduled a time to follow up with all of these great people that we've met. And ideally, you want that block of time to be the first thing you do. So don't let it be thing 82 that you're trying to squeeze in at 5 o'clock. Do it first thing in the morning when you get back to your office. And if you put those cards on your desk, that's going to be a reminder that that's the first thing you need to do before you start trying to clean up your email and see what's been happening on Facebook. Start your day with that revenue-generating activity of following up with those leads. Step number 6, at the designated time on your follow-up day, go through the cards one by one and make the phone calls you need to make, send the emails you need to send, write the notes that you need to write. Now, ideally, you can have someone helping you with this, perhaps a virtual assistant or if you have an in-office assistant. So this is something that can be easily delegated and which is actually a high payoff investment. If, for example, your time is worth, if an hour of your time is worth $200, instead of you sitting there for 3 hours when you could be making $600, you could be paying a virtual assistant $50 an hour to handle this for you. So consider that this is not something you actually have to do yourself. Pieces of this can easily be delegated to someone else. Step number 7. After you've completed your follow-up, you want to add the individual's contact information to your database or to your CRM, your customer relationship management tool, where you have all of your contacts, and you want to put a note about the steps that you took to follow up. So you want to talk about where you met this person, what your conversation was about, what their needs were, and what follow-up you did. So you have that in one place electronically in case the business card gets lost or the email gets lost or what have you. At least you still have their contact information and that record there. As a bonus step, step number 8, I would also encourage you to go to that person's social media profiles and connect with them. Go to their LinkedIn page, go to their Facebook page, go find them on Twitter, and connect with them so you can start following their conversations and further develop the relationship that way. Now, none of the last 8 steps I've shared with you are very complicated. It's all very simple. It's just a matter of you actually putting this into practice that might be difficult. But I guarantee that if you follow this simple system every single time you go to an event, you are going to create stronger business relationships. You are going to increase your credibility because people will be amazed and impressed that you're one of the few that actually follows up. You are going to consistently attract more opportunities for your business. And most importantly, you're going to significantly boost your profits. Keep in mind that most people, like 99% of the population, never do this. They simply don't follow up. They go and they greet and they meet and they mingle and they don't make any money from it. And you don't want to be one of those people because this lack of diligence is costing them big time. They're leaving serious money on the table and they're missing out on priceless opportunities to have exactly what they want in their business. So get off that team. Switch sides. Make the choice to flip the switch and join this elite group. It's not hard. There's no membership fee to get into this club. Join the group of those who are prompt and diligent and thorough with their follow-up. If you do so, you will be handsomely rewarded. And I want to encourage you to give my system a try the next time you attend an event, and then stop back by here and leave me a comment to let me know how you turned out for you. And if you have any suggestions about how to improve the system, I'm open for that too. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video. You'll want to be sure not to miss any future episodes of my trainings by subscribing to my feed on YouTube. You can simply visit my channel on YouTube and click the subscribe button to be notified each time a new episode is available. Each week, you'll enjoy learning proven strategies that I have personally implemented in my own business to attract more clients, increase my revenue, and automate my marketing. Again, this is Sydney Craig-Hart, and I invite you to visit me online at smartsimplemarketing.com. There you'll receive access to your free marketing tools and learn how you and I can work together to create the lifestyle-focused business of your dreams. I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.